Where are we now? We are going into promotion. Promotion. Two aspects to this fifth P of book marketing. You have to actively promote your services. You have to actively promote your book. And you know about this in the offline world, but online it's a little bit different. The first aspect to this is list building. Building the email list of men and women who've heard of you, who in exchange for something, your ebook, a video series, a small training program, they're willing to part with their email address. Why is this critical? It is critical that you start building a list of email names. I don't know about you, but I have found that Facebook has become a lot less responsive. The more successful their advertising platform becomes, the less reach my Facebook posts seem to have. So also started happening on Amazon. Do you remember you buy a book on Amazon and it says you also might like this, or people who bought this also bought that? Well, now that Amazon have started creating advertising, they've sort of minimized that free organic sharing of other books. So social media is becoming a pay-to-play world. If you want to grow your media, grow your presence on Facebook, you're going to have to start advertising. So list building, where you have control of your audience, is paramount. So you've got to use all of these tactics: podcasting, guest podcasting, going paperless, partnering with people to attract people to your site, capture their email address so that you can continually have a conversation with them. Some of them will buy, some of them won't. But you must build your list of names so that when Facebook changes their algorithm again, when Google changes their algorithm again, you still have a community that you can talk to. It's your community. It is your best and most prized asset, beyond even the books themselves. You've got to have a customer base that you can talk to. It's much easier to acquire a new customer. You know this. Much more difficult to acquire a new customer than it is to service or to work with existing clients. So start building your list. That's first. And have I got this? Yes. Brian Harris. You remember him earlier? We saw him being interviewed by Michael Hyatt. Brian Harris has been fantastic for me at growing my list. He had a product called Get 10,000 Subscribers. Sounds familiar? Get 10,000. Get 10,000 subscribers. I bought that product and I worked through it. And there are 20, 30, 40 different tactics to find new men and women who are interested in my material and get them to share their email address with me. Brian is now releasing that product stage by stage to the public for free. This guy is just amazing in terms of giving away such knowledge. When you go to his blog, videofruit.com, he used to make explainer videos, hence the name. I think they're moving away from it shortly. But videofruit.com let's go there now, has the most in-depth blog posts I have ever seen. Really practical. This is what you do. Click here, click there. I know sometimes software and other services change, but the principles should remain the same. So if you go to videofruit.com, you'll see a bunch of strategies. You'll see a bunch of tools and this amazing blog where he shares a ton of things. And here is the first blog, and he's updating it as we speak. He spends about a month or 6 weeks building, growing a subject. This one, how to build an email list, a proven system for getting 1,000 plus subscribers. Let me just very quickly sketch down. Oh no, this is the list of blog posts. Let's look at the full-on email. Look at the size of this thing. It's like Lawson in Star Wars. Look at the size of that thing. The Death Star comes up. So a quick overview of the 5-part list building system. This is all free. This is on his blog. Outcomes, why do you want to do that? Free software to help you do that. Identify your list building strengths. Stuff that you do, stuff. So in the context of launching a book, some of this is not relevant because it's for people building products and services. But of course, as we heard earlier, your book is your startup, if you like. So that's fine. mechanism for choosing what to do. And here is a table of contents to go directly to any strategy that sounds of interest to you. Jumpstart a new email list with ambassador list building. So that's the partner strategy. Use guest emailing to get promoted for free to other people's lists. Can you see the common thread here is find men and women who have communities already of interested people that you want to reach to. Get your content shared automatically with viral thank you pages. So this is something else that Brian's been doing over the last couple of years particularly. He's launched a series of software tools that you can have for free and continual access to. And this is, I think, what he's changing his name to, growthtools.com. You go to growthtools.com. These are things that will help you grow your list of your audience list. So you sign up, and then there's a whole bunch of tools. Let me see if he shows it all here. Okay, here we are. So if you're not a particularly good designer, there's a way to create a lead magnet, a PDF, a nice graphic designed PDF that you can share on your website. A very simple way. If you're not sure about how to create a website, here's how to create a stunning homepage, and they're really good and very well designed. Here's Go Viral, little device, how to, you give somebody a PDF that's of some value, and if they share it with their people, they get something else as well. So he's got some really, really useful pieces of software here. The two that I particularly love are Drip Scripts, which is a series of emails to nurture people along. Take a look at that, well worth it. And OneClick. So when you're sharing the idea that, I'd like to do a webinar with you, Michaela or Mike or whoever, you can use a single click to get people to join your email list. So a ton of different tactics and tools to help you. The goal is to build your list. Don't get distracted. Don't get sucked down the rabbit hole and do everything. The goal is to build your email list. So let's just sum up, because I think I'm in danger of mind-bending you beyond all things here. So this is promotion. You have to find many different ways as you can, but pick one that you like to reach out to other people and to get them to share your products or services, have you as a webinar guest. And list building is important. Brian Harris is important. Next, at some point, you might consider Facebook ads. Remember, we said pay to play. Social media is moving towards a pay to play world everywhere. And why wouldn't they? They need to make money somehow. And having acquired half the world on Facebook, why wouldn't they try and sell ads to them? So you might want to consider Facebook ads. And the guy that I found, and I've worked with 3 people that have taught me quite a lot about Facebook ads, but Facebook ads specifically in the arena of book marketing, Mark Dawson is the guy to speak to. His personal website is about his books. Again, he's a Kindle writer. He speaks at the London Book Fair. I met him face to face there for the first time a couple of months back. But Mark Dawson, go to selfpublishingformula.com. He is an absolute genius at Facebook ads. Self-publishing formula. And he tells a story of I wanted to create a course to teach people what I know, sketched out what it could be, and it was just huge. So we decided to concentrate on one aspect that he's really good at, and he is really good at Facebook ads. So it's worth thinking. If you have a book or a product or a service, then you can. I have popular courses that help writers at every stage of their careers, fiction and non-fiction, all genres. This is his flagship course, Advertising for Authors. Take a look at the free stuff. There's an example lesson here. If you're at the stage where you're thinking, and there's also a podcast with lots of other bits and pieces, 170 episodes all included, plus more. Well worth a look. But for me, Mark Dawson is the go-to guy on Facebook ads if you're at that stage where you're thinking, and so possibly it's a few months down the track, maybe a few weeks down the track. Once your book is out and you want to attract attention to it, then you might consider doing Facebook ads. And if you do, the guy to have on your side is Mark Dawson, specifically when it comes to books, because he knows exactly how to make the ads work, how to make the Facebook dashboard work. So take a look at that. And there's also material here on publishing in general, but don't get sucked down the rabbit hole, as I've said. Let's sum up.